Martin McGuinness travelled far in his life, but never lost touch with his hometown. In death, they poured onto the streets of Londonderry, or Derry as he would call it, to honour him and his extraordinary journey. Martin McGuinness's transformation from gunman to politician both mirrored and shaped Northern Ireland's journey from conflict to peace. Raised a Catholic in a Republican neighbourhood, at the age of 20, McGuinness joined the Irish Republican Army, or IRA, to fight British rule.
Mr. Martin McGuinness, the Provisional's commander in Londonderry, was on hand.
He rose through the ranks, a feared commander, targeting British Army patrols and paramilitaries loyal to the UK, although the IRA also killed many civilians. In 1972, British soldiers shot dead 14 unarmed civilians at a protest march. It became known as Bloody Sunday. Martin McGuinness was there. The conflict known as the Troubles grew bloodier still.
Our supporters would like to make it clear that the Provisional IRA will not stop a fight.
But by the 1980s, at least in private, McGuinness was looking at ways to bring the conflict to an end. And in the 90s, now a senior figure in Sinn Féin, the political wing of the IRA, he was a key negotiator in the peace process that culminated in the 1998 Good Friday Agreement. It couldn't have happened without McGuinness.
Once he'd come to his view that peace was the right way forward, he pursued it with a lot of skill and a lot of courage. And without him being, because he had the credibility within the Republican movement, without him being fully on side with this process, it would have never have happened.
Later, he became Deputy First Minister in a power-sharing government between Catholic Republicans and Protestant Unionists, unthinkable during the years of the Troubles. So too, the handshake with the Queen, a moment of symbolism when the most bitter divisions of the British Isles appeared to recede into the past.
I think people look at me in the round and they know that in my younger days I was involved with the IRA, but they also know that I've been at the heart of the peace process for over 2 decades, and people really deeply appreciate that.
McGuinness never lost sight of his ultimate goal, a united Ireland, but he became convinced this could only be achieved through constitutional means.
Martin was, as we all know, a very passionate Irish Republican. He believed that our people of this island should be free. He believed in reconciliation. He worked very, very hard at all of that.
Here in Catholic West Belfast, Martin McGuinness is remembered as a hero. But in death, as in life, he divides opinion. Some victims of IRA bombings have described him as an unrepentant terrorist, a coward. But it did take courage for Martin McGuinness to face down hardliners on his own side and convince them that compromise was necessary. He left office earlier this year, frail, suffering from a rare heart condition. He lived a life of contradictions, but the relative peace and prosperity of today's Northern Ireland is in part his legacy. Barnaby, Phillips, Al Jazeera, Belfast.